Hi everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers, coming to you from a completely different locale today.
We are. This is an amazing locale. I'd like to do this every week, Jerry.
We're on the Celebrity Ascent. We're out somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean.
We are.
Making our way back toward Fort Lauderdale, where we will jump on a bus with 123 of our closest friends and make our way back to the
Go
villages.
back home.
So today's show is going to be a little bit different because we don't have access to everything we have back in our professional studio. And I hope you don't miss out on some things you enjoy, but we'll do the best we can.
Yes.
Got a great show for you. We're going to have a bubble wrap. We're going to have an Ask Amy.
Yes, and we're going to have our script right here on a phone.
Yeah.
So we may look down a little bit. Bear with us.
We don't have it all printed out like we usually do, so we can give it to you nice and smooth, but sometimes smooth isn't better.
That's right.
We might even make a blooper or maybe two.
And we may be doing this just a little bit, so I hope you don't get seasick. Did you take your Dramamine this morning?
You'll get all that and a little bit more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
We have looked and looked and looked around this ship for a quiet place. It's hard to find a place where people aren't having fun.
Having fun. It's a sea day. Everybody's on ship. We're not at a port, so lots of music, lots of pool happenings, pickleball, music going everywhere, restaurants, people eating, talking, enjoying life.
We just moved from the pickleball court, and right now we're actually in the smoking section.
Yeah, we're taking it for the team here.
We're taking.
We're trying not to breathe.
We're outside. I mean, if I can spit into the ocean right from where I am right now.
Yeah.
But we're okay. Don't worry about us. We're okay.
Yeah, we're okay.
We'll start with our viewer video question.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. I was wondering, where can I take my dog Elsa for a walk down there? Seems like you mostly have to walk on the streets. I know there's some trails, but I don't want to have to walk miles to a trail. Can you talk about walking your dog in the villages? Thanks, and my wife, Chris, and I will see you when we get there.
That's a good question if you are a dog lover.
Yeah.
We had the same problem until a few months ago, as you know.
Yeah.
So you take Gizmo out for walks every day. What do?
We do. We stayed in the neighborhood and just went around a couple blocks. So we're not on a busy street. We were on just the neighborhoods. But if you really want to go for a walk, you could actually go to the dog parks, and then you can let the dog free. So that's kind of fun to let the dog go running and enjoying life without a leash. And I think Gizmo really enjoyed that. Most dogs did. Gizmo was a little bit shy. He wanted to stay right near us or around the edges just sniffing. But that's a great place for a dog to run free is the dog parks.
Yeah, he knows that, but you don't usually live close enough to walk your dog to the dog park.
No.
You put him in your golf cart. You may even modify your golf cart to haul your dog. Now, like she said, she walked in our neighborhood, and we walked in the grass in the yards along the concrete.
Yeah.
Except for those people that put that little "keep your dog off my yard" sign.
Yeah.
That really hurt Gizmo's feelings, by the way.
It did. Yeah. So, I mean, if you really want to walk someplace with a dog on a leash without the village's streets, you'd have to go to a park outside of the villages.
Well, along the cart paths, sometimes you'll find the spacious areas of grass. We see carts pulled over all the time walking their dogs.
That's true.
So you'll be able to find a place, and I wouldn't worry about it.
No, there's a lot of dogs in the villages, so they're all having the same problem, but it's not really a problem.
Right on. And here's a question from Daniel. Daniel asks, who is the mayor of the villages? We looked it up on the Google, and we couldn't find any information. Can you please give me his phone number? Daniel, there is no mayor of the villages. The villages is made up of separate sections called villages, but the entire unit is called the villages. And none of them have a mayor. Even the big, gigantic community called the villages does not have a mayor. It's made up of districts with boards of commissioners for each district, and they make the decisions, and that's where you'd take your compliments to. I'm sure that's what you'd want.
What do those red dots mean on your light switch? Coming up in this week's Bubble Wrap, I'll explain why it's important to know what that's all about. Hi, Jerry and Linda. A red dot on your light switch faceplate has a unique significance. If you look around the room, you're going to see there's another red dot on the outlet in the room. And what does that mean? When you plug in a light or something, that switch will control that circuit. Well, here's an example of what I'm talking about. When I turn this off and on, it turns my light off and on because I have plugged that light into the circuit with the red dot. And in most cases, only one of the circuits is switchable. That one is not, and this one is. So now you know the mystery behind the red dot. I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
The answer to last week's word jumble was old people. Here's this week's jumble, and the clue is the payoff for a life's work. Good luck, and remember, if you get the correct answer, don't put it in the comment. Just let us know that you know.
Dennis Glass writes, we have sold our home here in the Philippines. Should be there in a month or so. Just wondering. We see homes with screen lanais and some with glass lanais. We prefer the glass. Just as an estimate, what would you guesstimate the cost to turn a screen lanai into a glass lanai? Well, it's not cheap, but it's something you really probably want to do. A lot of people do it because you get more living space and you can use it year round, especially if you get one of those small air conditionings. What are those called, Jerry?
Mini split.
Mini splits. And so the cost of them, Jerry, to do a glass lanai, we don't know because ours was there when we got there. So
Well, but we know two of our dear friends that both have converted their lanai to a Florida room or a glass lanai, and it would cost around $20,000, maybe a little bit more, depending on the quality of the windows that you want to use.
Right.
The best of both worlds is to have a glassed-in lanai with a bird cage, a little bird cage where you can have your hot tub or something like that.
Get out in the sunshine and lay in the sun if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, you get that outdoor feel, you get the breeze a little bit, and that's the best of both.
Yes.
This question is from Alan in Berea, Kentucky. We've been there.
Yes.
They have a college there where you don't have to pay tuition, I believe, but you have to volunteer to work. It's a really tight-knit community of students there. I like a lot of things about your village, but I don't want to live in a house where I don't own the land. Does that cause any problems for you? Alan, that doesn't cause any problems at all because we own our land.
Yeah, he's got some misinformation there.
Yeah, that's a misconception. There are places where you would not own the land that your home sits on, but this is not one of them. Let's face it though, do any of us really own the land that our house sits on? 100 years from now, we won't, will we?
We're on a cruise.
That's right. We told you we're on the back end of the Celebrity Ascent. Right now you can see the wake of the boat as we chug along here in the Atlantic. This is a beautiful ship. We've never been on Celebrity before. Like I said, we're with 123 friends, and we are having a ball. It has been an amazing cruise. Food, it's got a lot of that stuff she likes, like couscous. And
it's got some, we'll have
last night you had lobster?
I have had octopus, I've had escargot, I've had beef Wellington, we've had fish, we've had a lot of things. And you can go to specialty restaurants where you pay a little more that are private, or you can go to the cafe, the Oceanfront Cafe, and pig out all day long. So
you know where I'm going right after this?
The buffet.
No,
he's going to get a burger.
I'm going to get a burger.
Yeah, there's a burger place where you can get a burger.
Beautiful cheeseburger with all the fix. It comes with the sauteed onions or sauteed mushrooms, or you can get anything you want on it. So
Absolutely.
that's where I'm going.
And there's there's a pizza place too that stays open most of the day, all the way up to 2 a.m. I believe, and you can go get yourself a slice of pizza. So, or you can actually probably get a whole pizza if you want to.
Here on Celebrity, the drinks are included. Most of our cruisers drink alcohol. We don't. She's been getting some mocktails. You ever heard of a mocktail? It's a faux cocktail.
It's a fake cocktail,
Yeah.
And they're good too.
Yeah.
And I've got the coffee package, and I'm getting cappuccinos and mochas and all day long. So
I generally will have an orange juice or a lemonade, or I'm forced to drink Coke Zero because they don't have Pepsi Zero. But I'm going to make it.
he's
Don't
going to
worry
make
about
it.
But does she look limber? Does she look all limber?
Oh, I had a massage this morning. I haven't done that in years. I mean, I don't know how many years. And there's a ship out there. We haven't seen very many ships. But let me tell you, that was the most amazing experience. If you ever get to do a massage on a ship, do that. It is a little pricey, but it was amazing. For 50 minutes, I was in spa music, and this young lady did an amazing job. You end up coming out of there, you feel like a rubber band, and you really can't stand up. And of course, the ship's doing this too, so I look like I had the drink package.
We didn't really have to pay for that because when you book a cruise, if you do it early, they give you credits
They
on
give you
board.
credits,
And
so-
we had enough credits to pay for that. So she enjoyed it. I'm glad she got to do it.
Absolutely.
This is a nice place to sit, isn't it? Looking, there's no smokers bothering us.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely
Good.
beautiful.
Speaking of cruises, while we are here, it's cheaper if you book your next cruise while you're on the ship. So
Yeah.
many people that are with us have done that. And we're going to the same general area, but different locations, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao next February. So if you're interested in that, you can contact us for information.
Yes. This is from Guy and Kathy, and they wanted to know how much stuff did we bring with us to our new home, right, in the villages?
Right.
Well, we probably brought, I would say, half. Do you say half, maybe?
Yeah.
So we did get rid of quite a bit of furniture and those extra rooms, those things that were too crowded rooms and things that maybe weren't Florida style. So we got rid of that, and a lot of things like, things that we held on to for years and years and years and thought maybe we'll use that, and we don't. So we got rid of a lot of things.
You know how you have your good furniture and your junky furniture, but you keep the junky furniture because it's comfortable? We got rid of all our junky furniture.
Yeah, we did.
We brought our better stuff, and since we've come down, we've gotten rid of half of that.
Yes, we have.
We brought one moving truck, and we jammed our car and a friend's car when we came down here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the way we did it.
Yeah, we
a lot
did.
of you already know that, but there are plenty of new people that write us letters about that.
Yes.
Speaking of letters, we need more questions,
Yes.
and we need pictures of you.
Yeah.
Send us a picture of you, maybe in front of your house, maybe in front of your car, maybe we've met you and you want to send a picture to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com,
Yeah.
and we'll put you on. We don't have any shout outs today because we didn't bring our supply of pictures. Shame on me for that.
That's okay. That's okay. You're forgiven, Jerry.
It's time for Out and About. We went to Harvest Restaurant.
Beautiful place.
It's right smack dab in the middle of Brownwood. It's somewhat upscale. You'll notice when you walk in, there's nice lighting,
White tablecloths.
white tablecloths, beautiful furniture, sharp decorations. The staff is dressed impeccably.
Yes.
It's good. And the water tasted good. You know what? Sometimes the water doesn't taste so good when you go to some restaurants, but it tasted great in Harvest. I had a shaved prime rib sandwich with some au jus. I love to say au jus.
You do that beautifully, Jerry.
Ah.
You should be a Frenchman.
And look at these carrots on the side there. I don't know about those, but they tasted all right. Most restaurants cook carrots a little bit hard for my taste. Is that al
I don't
dente?
think it's al dente.
And I like them cooked. Linda puts that brown sugar all over them and
Yeah.
cooks them down in their tender. I like
cook
them.
them to death.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. All the vitamins are gone, but the taste is there, so it's good.
That's why.
And they made me some fries, and these are some strange looking fries, aren't they? But they were good. You know how I like my fries, don't you?
Yeah.
These weren't crispy. Linda had Tuscan salmon.
When I go to the fine restaurants, I usually go for salmon. It tastes delicious. I don't get it at home. I don't make it at home very often, and they just know how to do it. And it was great. I enjoy salmon.
You had some strange things on the plate with it. Do you know what those were?
No, I don't remember actually.
We were with a large party celebrating somebody from out of town came, and they had all different dishes, and they looked great. Some had steak, and some had salmon dishes and shrimp, and look at those big shrimp. It's delicious if you like shrimp.
Yeah.
Our bill for two came to $43.87.
Yeah.
After tip, just a little bit over $50 for a nice meal at a great restaurant, Harvest in Brownwood.
It's time for Ask Amy.
Hey Jerry and Linda, we get a question sometimes as a beneficiary of an estate. So my sister passes away and I'm a beneficiary of her will, or my friend passes away and I think I'm a beneficiary of that person's trust. You will be identified as a beneficiary in the will or the trust, and that trustee of the trust or the personal representative of the will contact you if you are a beneficiary. That process of how soon you're going to get the asset will vary based on the type of assets that were left, whether it has to go to probate or if it's in a trust administration. So if you have questions on the estate or the timing, you need to reach out to the personal representative of the will, not the attorney of the personal representative, because that attorney who is being retained by the personal representative only represents the personal representative. They do not represent the beneficiaries of the will or of the trust. If you think something's taking too long, or you're not sure where they're at in the process, you want to reach out to the personal representative of the will or the successor trustee of the trust. And if you still think something's not right, then you would have to hire your own counsel, your own attorney, and that attorney needs to be in the state that the will is being probated. So if my family member died in New York and the probate is happening in New York, then you're going to want to hire an attorney in New York. I hope that answers some questions. Have a good one.
Thank you, Amy. Amy works with Audra, and they're in a law office in Oxford, which is right on the northern edge of the Villages. Super helpful folks. Time for Sweet and Salty.
This is from Sherry and Kent Curtis with the sweet comment today. You are such a blessing to our community, and we appreciate you both very much. Continue to care for one another, and we hope you have a great time on your cruise. Sherry and Kent, we sure are having a good time. Wish you were with us.
Yeah, well, we will talk about our cruise on another video, and we'll have a video of the highlights.
Sure.
But I can't tell you, and I'm not exaggerating one bit when I tell you, these people are super duper people. We have really enjoyed the time that we've spent with them. Today's salty comment is not really salty, but it's from Norman and Sue. They live in Chicago, and they write, "We visited your lovely community last year. It was very nice. We decided, however, to move somewhere where we would not have the fear that every day a sinkhole was going to swallow our house. Good luck to you nice people." Well, Norman and Sue, thank you. I know you're good people too. But I wanted to address this comment because we have not really seen a sinkhole in 5 years since we've been to the Villages. We went north to look at the ones, there were 2 homes that were abandoned because of sinkholes, and we saw those sinkholes had been filled in and the homes were deserted. But we don't see active sinkholes. We see once in a while they'll block off a street because there's been a depression. Not often. I mean, a few times in 5 years. And then they will fix that hole. We saw one pond that went dry. It was up near Moyer Recreation Center, and they fixed that. And I think there was another one up north, but sinkholes are not the problem that they're made out to be. It's just dramatized in the media. And, I sure hope we don't have one. We have insurance, but we just don't see them. We're not doing shout outs today as far as showing pictures and naming names. We do want to thank all of you that watch and view. We consider every single one of you friends, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Absolutely.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag
Thanks for tuning in. Right now we're upside down. We don't know what's going on. You know, we're traveling, we're eating, we're dancing. We'll have to show you that sometime. And I don't know what's going to come up on Thursday. I'll have something for you.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends. Until next time.
See you when you get here. Well, not here, but you know.